I posted more than 20 videos.
Right, welcome back to Denver Blades. We're going to be discussing our game against Oxford United, our 1-on-1, our 1-0, 3-1 victory. We'll also be discussing Michael Cooper's mishap at the beginning of the game, where he basically palmed the shot out and just went to their player and he just finished it in net. What did you think to the game on Tuesday night, Ashwood?
I think first half was a bit boring, if you say. There weren't really much to go on, you know what I mean? I think when we went 1-0 down and we didn't get and yeah, I just thought it was a bit boring first half. If we didn't score before half time, I reckon it would have been a tough second half. I think the goal helped us a bit. But first half was very boring. Second half were a bit more entertaining. Yeah, I think we had something like 75% possession at one point, like going into 60th, 70th minute.
The first half was very reminiscent of the Mansfield game for me. Watching that, we was very, very, very poor.
I think only thing that was quite entertaining at the first half was when Armour took that range, shot at crossbar. I think that was probably the only entertaining bit.
You know, when you're sat in Bramall Lane, you can watch him up close. You can see certain things where he's like, what he can do with the ball, and you're like, wow. You know, he's world class when he's doing them things. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But yeah, first half was very, very boring. Second half was so much better. I enjoyed second half. I can't remember who scored second one.
Thanks for the likes. Whoever's giving us the likes, thank you.
I can't remember the second one.
Can't remember who scored first. First one was City Peck.
Yeah, I know City Peck scored first. I can't remember who scored second.
Second was Andre Brooks.
Oh yeah, Andre Brooks. That was in fairness, I think that was a very, very good finish. To the way that he managed to still get a shot off.
It went in slow motion because I was sat on cop and it was obviously in that end of field.
Yeah.
In slow motion, everything just like really slow. But then when it went in, it was like, what?
Yeah. In fairness, I thought the keeper like got a good hand to it, but because I don't know how he generated that much power from that angle.
I think it like deflected as well. So it like deflected and then it like looped up and just kind of spun round and went into.
But yeah, when I saw it, I'm thinking, how has he squeezed that into the top corner? It was ridiculous. But yeah, and then Ogbene, I think to say he scored his first goal is a great.
That one, a good finish. But
it was a great finish, to be fair. The way he's like took the on chest past Fender and just slotted it home, it was a great finish. Really good.
That goal, it was like he were a striker, do you know what I mean? Not a winger.
That's what I mean. He just took it down on chest, took away the defender because how he brought it, and then just slotted it home past keeper. It was a great finish, and you can't really complain, to be fair. I think I got my prediction right. I said 3-1.
I said 3-1, but yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I got prediction right, so happy about that. Can't complain.
I thought you said 3-1, but okay.
It's just another good day at the office, wasn't it?
Yeah, like obviously I went with Liam, so I was out with Liam watching it. And yeah, the first half was very... It was like, even when we scored before, we were lucky to even score that goal in that half. We were lucky to just score that goal.
Yeah, no, I wasn't. When I was watching the game, I'm thinking this could. When they scored first, I'm thinking, oh, here we go. We're going to concede another one shortly, and then this is going to be the end of it. Because they were the first like 15-20 minutes, like Wild said, they were up for it.
Yeah, they were. So they scored that 30-yard shot, and then Cooper palmed it out to him, and then you were just like, oh.
He should have done better, to be fair. Cooper should have done a lot better, he knows. and I think he knows he should have done better.
Yeah.
It was a good strike, but them shots he's usually saving. You know what I mean? He's not thinking. He's not usually powering him like that, and I think that was disappointing for him.
I
He's
say it a lot because it was proper raining. It never stopped raining. You know what I mean? So it was like wet on the surface. So I think he meant to just palm it down. And didn't expect it to bounce off his gloves as much as it did.
no, I don't think he did. But at the end of the day, yeah, it's happened. We still won. We still got the 3 points, and that's all that matters, really. Keep picking up these 3 points. Happy days.
Yeah, obviously we need to move forward now. But do you know the first half? It was very, very worrying, especially from a club that's below us in league and they're fighting for relegation in Oxford United. So to me, it was very worrying. Was performance.
I said this on last live though. I said that they'll come out and they'll look wanting to prove something and get a point or get all 3. And the first 20 minutes, they proved that they can hold their own. But I think on the day we were just a better, more fitter side. Like you can see the quality in each team, and we were just the better side.
We were the better side. I mean, when we started to play possession and then we started to pass the ball around a lot better, we played a lot better. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We kind of broke them down. They sat with 2 backs and 4. Do you know what I mean? So it was very hard for us at first to break them down. They'd have 11 men in their half. So it was like
it was hard to break down throughout the game though. But like once we broke them down, they needed to come out, and I think that's what made the other goals easier in a way because they had to come out to score, and they couldn't. And I think our counter play and our counter attacks are far better than what they could provide.
Yeah, I think we struggle when teams go in a defensive mode against us like that. Once they've put all their part of the bus, let's just say, it's very hard for us to break them down, very hard for us to break them lines. But we kept going and we kept going and we changed it a bit in the second half, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we both said at half time we were lucky to even get a goal that first half.
To be fair, I think it was a good pass from our blaster to Sariki. And a good ball into the box.
Yeah, it was a good ball, a good pass.
It was a decent finish, to be fair. You can't complain with the finish. It was a decent finish.
No, it was a good finish when they hit it first time and then bottom corner, do you know what I mean?
I think it's his second goal for open play this season because he scored that volley, didn't he, against Leicester? Yeah. 2 penalties and obviously that one then tonight. Not tonight, Tuesday, sorry.
Yeah, it was good. But I do think that Wilder had some kind of influence on it because when he changed things around at half time, then we kind of just played totally different the second half. Do you know what I mean? We were just a different kind of team. We were different in possession, different in passing.
Yeah.
I do feel that Oxford tried. You know what I mean? They tried at first and they had a game plan to sit back and attack us. Rangers or Celtic? Oof.
Rangers or Celtic? That's a good question, to be fair.
For me, I'd have to say Rangers.
I was going to say I like Rangers more. I think Celtic's a good side.
He's not a Celtic fan. Sorry, Declan.
I prefer Rangers. I think Arts are doing very well up in that Scottish League at the minute as well.
Yeah,
I think they're like 4 or 5 points clear at the minute.
Little club though, aren't they, Arts, compared to them too?
Yeah, it might be a little club, but I think they do. But they're at top of the table. They've been there majority of the season.
Yeah, they've had some good players, haven't they? They've had some good management.
But yeah, Declan, I think we're going to stick to Rangers in this one, pal.
Stop, he's not a Celtic fan.
If he is, he's blocking us, isn't he? He's not coming back.
He's not coming back for that comment. Definitely not. But I feel like to me, the man of the match for that game was who was your man of the match? Let's discuss to that one. See what you think.
My man of the match.
Yeah.
think Sariq had a good game. Armour had another good game. I think Brooks had another good game. I think he's the one who's got man of the match, to be fair.
Mine was totally different to yours. But, yeah.
Man of the match. Probably Bindon.
Bindon was my man of the match. From seeing him and what he was doing in slide tackles and chucking his head on floor, it was mental.
Yeah, so I'll probably say Bindon now, if I felt, because he's coming into a player that we wanted at the beginning of the season,
Yeah.
and now he's progressing into that player that we want.
But it's also like, yeah, he's not our player though, isn't it? That's, we're going through that again, aren't we?
Yeah, I know. But
we're priming him up for Nottingham Forest Premier League team.
yeah, but even then, even so, we might even get him on cheap in summer. Who knows?
We may do, but it depends on it. It's like if they think he's good enough to go in their squad, like Morgan Gibbs White to said, you know what I mean?
Yeah, hopefully we can get him on cheap. We'll split it because he'll fit next to Tanganga nicely.
If anybody else wants to talk about any other football subjects, Zane, anybody else was in here, just give us a comment and we'll answer your questions. Obviously, though. So, do you think that it's a worrying that we're starting games like that, especially at home, against the relegation side?
No, it's not worrying. I think we didn't really get out of first gear, did we? I think, for me, like, we went into that game, we knew we needed the 3 points, and I think we absorbed most of their pressure. Like, for the first 15, 20 minutes, we absorbed most of it. They didn't really do much apart from that strike and goal. But if you look at it from where, obviously I was at home watching it, but if you look at it from where I was watching, obviously you know as well, it was an even game first half, if you look at it, because no one really dominated, no one really stood out, did much to say, oh, that was a great first half for them or us or whatever. So you couldn't really say which team was better because it was rubbish first half.
It was very much, because obviously I've been to both of them. I went to Mansfield game and I went to the game against Oxford United, and it was very much similar to me. It was very much like, oh, what is happening here? We can't string a pass. We can't break them down. They were countering on us all the time. It's like we just thought that game is another game we're going to lose, and I'm another bad luck for going to Bramall Lane. That's what I thought initially.
No, see, I saw a stat. Since the international break in November, I think I can't remember how many played, but we've not lost any. I think we've drawn like 2 and won the rest.
We've drawn 1, won 6. Yeah, apart from cup game against Mansfield, we've won 6, drawn 1, and we've scored over 20 goals.
That's what I mean. That's in November, so
that's
like Bramall Lane starts picking that fortress that we wanted at the beginning. You know what I mean?
We're not talking about home away stats here. That's just at Bramall Lane.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So it's not.
So since November, it's been very, very good thing. Yeah. Good performance. Like that should have been the performances that we should be in at the beginning of the season.
Yeah,
that should be like, you know, when they come to our ground.
Yeah, if we look at last year, we were getting 1-0 scraping. How many 1-0s did we scrape? This time, you can guarantee we're scoring 3.
100%.
More or less, whether it's against Ipswich, whether it's against...
Guaranteed we're scoring 3 at home. I think you can't really say that. There's goal scorers all over the pitch, from defenders to midfielders to the strikers.
Yeah.
We just need to get Michael Cooper onto these goals now.
Well,
no, you know what I mean? Because he seems to be getting goals from all over. And I think Wild touched on that. He doesn't care where the goals are coming from, as long as they're picking the points.
Is that still, I feel like we're trying to walk it in the net rather than just having these shots. I feel like sometimes we're just trying to walk it in net.
Yeah, I know where you're coming from in that because like we're too busy tip tapping it around the box. Like put there need to be more crosses. Like crosses need to be earlier.
It's the thing that was the biggest thing for me against Oxford. We were so slow, and obviously we knew that they were going to go back as soon as we were just so slow. They're back in positions, so they've got 11 men in their half defending us, but they're all in position because we're so slow at moving it all, and it's going forward, back, and then back again. We're in their penalty area, and then end up at our keeper. And you're like, what?
Yeah, that was the first half. I think we moved the ball so much quicker second half.
100%.
Because I think it was who was it? I think they had a corner. Armour picked it up, got to like near the centre circle, and then he managed to play a ball out to O'Hare for a quick counter, and that was only weird that we were really punishing him.
Yeah.
But I know it didn't come to anything, but even then, it was better than the first half. The football was quicker than it was in the first, and yeah, so football was so much quicker and better and fluent in the second half than it was to the first.
Yeah, it was a big difference. Whether it was like Wilder would kind of tell them, no, do you need to do this? This is how we're going to beat them. And once it got to half time, like we said, we were lucky to get that goal just before half time. In my opinion, it was great. The players were getting broken up, or they were just slow in the thinking and the methodology on trying to move it forward.
Yeah, it would have been a tougher game second half if we didn't get that goal, 100%.
Yeah, it was definitely going that way. Excuse me, I've got a bit of a flu again.
Bless you.
No, I'm always ill. I'm never well. Well, it seems that way anyway, especially in winter time.
It's horrible, isn't it?
Yeah, so we'll go on to, like we said,
Middle.
Ogbenny's goal were very good. How he took it, I thought when he came on, he played very well. It was proper. It was running channels. Even, you know what I mean?
Well, I don't think he actually beat his man, but the intent was trying to beat his man. So you could see the intent of what he was trying to do. Because I don't think he actually beat it. I don't think he beat it
more than other people. Do you know what I mean? So he's obviously, to be fair, fastest in Premier League or whatever he were last year. He's got something about you, right? You've got to have a bit of pace. So you could see they were trying to put 2 men on him, and he's gone.
Yeah, well, he did. Well, like I said, he did. I don't think he actually got past any of them when he came on. I saw the intent of him trying to get past them, but he didn't. But the intent was there, and you can't blame him. You know what I mean? Or he's still a young kid.
I guess
I'm sure.
We're a Celtic fan. That's why he's not come back to us.
Yeah. Sorry, Declan, if you're still here.
Well, it is what it is. You know what I mean? He has an opinion, and that's an opinion.
But it is what it is. But what we're saying, but yeah, I think it was just a great first touch. Just how we like put it on his chest to take away the defender, and then just like it was a great finish. He felt like more like a stretch.
When I saw him, it's like I thought he's got to score. He can't miss this. But then when he sort of keep a closing angle down, I thought, oh, there's a chance. Because he just the ball what Armour played to him was just putting 1-on-1.
It was a pinpoint cross, pass to be fair, and it was just a great ball. You can see Armour's coming into his own a bit more now.
I was just about to say, yeah, you can see.
He's not up to where he was last year, but he's starting to become that player that we've been missing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I also think that he knows that there's other people that he's not going to get onto squad if he doesn't up his performance. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. I think O'Hare's dropped off a little bit the last few games. I don't think he's been the same player.
Kind of missing last game. That's what I saw it as. I didn't really notice him or pay attention to him until he got took off. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But yeah, he just seemed to be missing a little bit.
Well, he had that Placheta on toast. You know what I mean? He won't let him get past him, even though Placheta was fast.
Who's it, sorry?
The Placheta who played for Oxford. Yeah,
No, I mean, who had him in 12th?
I mean, it's Burrows. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get past him, and he marked him well. Said that he was there like danger man.
Yeah.
He kind of read him what he was going to do, and he was better at dispossessing him and things. So I thought he played well. Right, have you got anything else to say about Oxford game or?
No.
Right, we'll touch on Monday night's game at Bramall Lane, Sheffield United v Middlesbrough. What's your score predictions for that one?
It's going to be a tough one, isn't it? Like, I mean, there's they're up there, a good side, well-seasoned side. But it's going to be a tough one. But coming to Bramall Lane, obviously, it's going to be tough as well. So, for me, I'd take a draw out of that, I think, to be fair, on Monday.
Okay, what are you saying as a draw?
I'll take 2-2.
So you're sticking at 2-2 draw?
Yeah. It'd be a tough game. Obviously, like I said, they're a good side. They're not up there for a reason, you know what I mean? They're up there for a reason.
They're not up there for a reason, they're up there for a reason.
You know what I mean? Sorry, mate, I'm half asleep here. That's why I'm glad my camera doesn't work, because thinking I'm laid in bed.
Well, it's probably better that your camera don't work, isn't it? You get that bit of freedom, you can actually do what you want to do without no one knowing what you're doing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But nah, they're up there for a reason, so yeah, it'd be a tough game. I'm hoping for a win, but like I said, draws. I'll take a draw any day of the week with them. Same when we play Coventry, and same when we play Coventry again. I'll take a draw against them because it's still a point.
Sheffield United 3, Middlesbrough 1. That's what
You think?
I think there's a chance it could happen. I said the same, you know what I mean? We were all sceptical about when we played Ipswich at home. And look what happened there.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But we'll see how it is on Monday, and then we'll.
Some loud screaming or something. I'm sorry about that. It's like my neighbour.
Why does it sound like she's getting like strangled or something?
Yeah, no, exactly. I'm sorry about that. She's just a bit. She's got mental health problems, but that's a separate thing, isn't it? Do you think that? Who do you think's going to score in your 2-2 prediction?
I'd like to see Cannon back at the score sheet, to be honest. I'm not going to lie. You think
Cannon's going to score?
Yeah. I hope Cannon scores in, because he needs to get back on the scoring sheet anyway. So probably him, and I want to say Blaster to get a goal.
Yeah, he played very well as well, Blaster. You know what I mean? Some of his dispossession, some of his balls, some of his crosses. He played very well.
He weren't standout player. He weren't a standout player. He just did enough to.
Yeah, but when you look at when I've looked at him before and he's come back from his injury, I'm starting to see the potential he had. You know what I mean? Come back a bit more.
Yeah. Oh, but he doesn't get injured again in Wednesday again, because it was this time last year when he got injured, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So
that's a 3-1. Is there what else you want to add to it before we go?
No, mate, it's over for me.
Right, thank you to everybody that's commented, liked, just jumped on, even Declan who's talked about Scottish SPL. SPL, is it SPL now? I think it's SPL still.
Yeah, SPL. Scottish Premier League.
So, sorry about that, mate. We are not Rangers fans, but you give us an opinion to speak over Rangers or Celtic, and we gave you an opinion on Rangers. Sorry if you are a Celtic fan, sorry if you're watching for your Celtic fan, but we just asked a quick fire question and we answered it. We've got 6,000, nearly 7,000 likes on this one, which is better than last time as well.
Yeah, so
thanks for everything. We'll catch up with you again after the Middlesbrough game. We're not sure when, but we'll catch up with you soon. Up the blade, and thanks Dan for joining us.
Yeah, no worries, mate. Thanks in a bit.
Okay, then. See you in a bit, pal. Bye bye.